I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, CM Games and CardMonsterGames.com. They have everything you need for Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, One Piece, Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh!, video games, tabletop games, and more. Stop by one of their many locations in Knoxville, Tennessee, Morristown, Tennessee, or Lexington, Kentucky. Or check out CardMonsterGames.com to enroll in their many TCG events. I want to say thank you to our sponsor, ManaTraders.com. If you're looking to play in Magic but you don't want to spend a ton of money, ManaTraders is an amazing option. A monthly subscription based on the value of the cards you need starts as low as $15.95 a month, and each month you stay with them, the cheaper the subscription gets with their loyalty program. Don't forget to tell them I sent you there by using my coupon code SeanPeace to receive 25% cash back. The ManaTraders series happens every month, and if you have a subscription, you get a free entry into the $15,000 prize pool. So why aren't you becoming the best Magic player you can be with ManaTraders.com? With the Golgari Demons deck. This is MentalMisstep piloted this to a top 8 in the first challenge after Foundations was legal. It's pretty much the same green-black shell, except he's added the key card to speed everything up, and Llanowar Elves. It's got 4 Blooming Marsh, 5 Forest, 1 really weird forest, Fountainport, 4 Llanowar Wastes, 4 Restless Cottage, 6 Swamps, and an Underground Mortuary. Putting us at 25 lands. Seems good. Then we have 3 cut downs, 1 Dreams of Steel and Oil, and 2 Duress as our discard and hand interaction spells. Of course, 4 of the big guy himself, Llanowar Elf. 3 Anoint with Affliction, 4 Go for the Throat, 4 Mosswood Dreadknight, which is the kind of like one of the draw card engines along with Annex. 1 Sentinel of the Nameless City, which I'm in love with. I like this a lot. I really like this card. 2 Tranquil Frillback for just a overall answer to a lot of things. Graveyard, artifacts, enchantments, or gain life. The best 3 drop in standard, maybe. Glissa Sunslayer. She does everything. The big demon himself, an Archfiend, and of course 4 Unholy Annex. Sideboard's pretty basic too. You got 2 more Duress to complement the 3 discard spells in the main. 2 Render Inert, which is, it probably does more than what I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure you can just make your opponent lose with Archfiend of the Dross, and it draws a card. That's interesting. 3 Choking Miasma for the Hyper Aggro decks. A Liliana, 1 Gix's Command, 1 Harvester Misery, more for the aggro decks. 2 Tear Asunder, which has been really, really good in these matchups. 1 more Tranquil Frillback to complement the 2 that are in the main. A Nissa Ascended Animist, and 2 Ghost Vacuum. So I really like this list, especially I liked it before, but now we have Llanowar Elves in the deck, which speeds it up a lot. So we will see how this goes. Let's run a league. Round 1. Can't keep this hand. I mean, just a Swamp and a Fountainport. I mean, I can cast Anoint, but I don't even have a 3rd land for Annex. Don't have double black for Archfiend. Can't cast Glissa. We are on the draw, so I'm going to have to mulligan this one. Restless Cottage. We got the Blooming Marsh, Llanowar Elves, Archfiend of Dross, cut down. This looks good. I'm going to put back one of these cottages. We'll keep this and see how this goes. Playing against XNG Chong. Alright, so we got to turn 2 Glissa right off the bat. That's awesome. Go Blooming Marsh, Llanowar Elves. They cast a Spectral Sailor. So we're playing it against the mono blue tempo deck. Turn 2 Glissa should be pretty good against that deck. They go, oh, well, there goes our cut. Turn 2 Glissa, which they can take the cut down, which they probably should, but it'll set us back a turn. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That puts us back a turn. That's the right choice. Got a Duress. I think I'm just going to cut down and then play the cottage here. Yeah, I think so. We'll just do that. We'll just do the... Here go cut down Duress. Let's play it. Oh, man. Should have done that. Supposed to play the cottage's turn. That was a misclick. I knew not to do that. So they do have a Preacher in their hand. We took their Kaido. So they have Fairy Mastermind, Preacher. Still think I'm going to... We'll cut down this bat. And get in for 1. Supposed to play the cottage that turn. But we got to Duress, so that's fine. Got to get that Kaido out of the way because he was coming down next turn. There's our Preacher. Island. They bash for 1. Ship it back. We got a Frillback. Let's go with our Glissa. Play this Restless Cottage. Ship it back. If you guys are in the chat, don't forget to say hi. I'm trying to multi-stream for the first time on 2 different platforms, so I'm trying to make sure the chat is working. They bash for 1. Pass it back. Okay, so they have a Fairy Mastermind and something in hand. I can bash for this Glissa. See what they do. They may just flash in that, and then we can play Sentinel or Archfiend. I think at this point in the game, I'd probably be more likely to play Sentinel because they can lock down the Archfiend. I've actually lost the game a lot of times to the blue black deck that way. Let's get in with this Glissa. And we will draw a card and lose a life. There's a world where I should have left Glissa back to block this Preacher. Here's where they flash in their Mastermind. Alright. They have 2 cards in their hand, both unknown right now. I could Archfiend here. Hold all this stuff back. Sentinel holds... No, it doesn't keep anything from attacking. But if they have a counter spell here... Yeah, let's go with the Archfiend. They may have something to answer it. Another Spectral Sailor. All right. Let me just pass back here. Hoping to block a bunch of times with block our Archfiend a bunch. They attack with the Preacher. Now I could block here, which I don't hate. The Preacher is going to be a problem. Archfiend's not getting through because they have a million blockers. I think I will, actually. I'll trade here. It wasn't perfection, but... And they have another bat. So Harvester Miseries might be really good against this list. They're playing so many small dudes. What are they going to get here? Take the Mosswood Dreadknight, okay. They pass back. We can gain 4 life. Doesn't seem good. We can actually chip in here with the Llanowar Elves if they want to block. Or I could animate this Restless Cottage. That doesn't seem good. I need to be getting on the board here. Glissa isn't holding any of this stuff back because it all flies. If I draw a card, they draw a card. Let's get in with both. They can block that elf here. I'm not... I don't know if I want to draw a card here or not. Oh, okay, well they're not going to let me. That's fine. Then we'll cast this Sentinel. Whoops. There we go. Get a map. I think I will just go ahead and map onto the Sentinel here. Do a Blooming Marsh. Pass it back. One has 2 cards in their hand. Biggest fear right now is Kaido. I wouldn't mind to draw a kill spell for this fairy. And draw a card with Spectral Sailor. Swamp. And get in for 4. Makes sense. So they definitely have a removal spell. Oh, good. We got the Go for the Throat's awesome here. I can't play my Frillback, but I can kill this Fairy Mastermind if I... Let's attack first. And see if they take it. We're going to kill Glissa, which is okay. We'll get in with our Sentinel of the Nameless City and get us a map token. Crack in for 3. I think I am going to frill back here and just gain some life. I don't see the problem with that. Play this Blooming Marsh and pass it back. Now next turn we have 4, 7, 10. We have 10 damage next turn. We can swing through with. They can draw another card with Spectral Sailor. And they do. We have a Go for the Throat on the map. Man. 3 bats. Okay. That's okay though. We still got a lot of beads. Swing out with everything here. We'll take the 4. What do we draw? Draw Forest. So I can map onto the Sentinel. We reveal a Llanowar Elves. I'll put that in the graveyard. And we'll go with that. We'll go Forest. Animate our cottage. Get into attacks. Attack with everything. This gets to exile something. Exile Kaido. Make a food. Make a map. This does put them to 3. If they take it all. They can block here. They're going to take it all. 2. Oh, yeah, because of the map on the Sentinel. So we'll pass it back. They'll have to start blocking eventually. Got too much power on the board. Draw a card with Spectral Sailor. Yep. Play an island. Now they could have Kaido here, which would be really rough. Kaido is bad for us right now. See what they do with their attacks here. Attack with the 2 bats. That's good. Oh, no. They're getting in for possible 4 again. Yep. If I do lose this game, it was because I didn't take into account the Fairy Mastermind when I drew a card with Glissa. That one card may have got him back in the game. Archfiend is really good. Let's see here. They have a lot of blockers for Archfiend, but they are at 4. If I bash with everything, they have to have double kill spell and a blocker. Go to 1. If I bash with just these 2, they have to have a kill spell and a blocker. Let's get in there with just these 2. We got to keep in mind that we can always Fountainport away these tokens to draw cards too, if we need to. Block there, they're going to take the 3. They go to 1. They may draw a card here. I hope they do. Yeah, it's good. We could have got it with. Oh yeah, the Archfiend would have probably killed him. But they may have had a removal spell. They just didn't want to cast it that turn. I want to crack this food here. Don't think so. I think I'm going to hold the map tokens up to Fountainport away if I want to. They have 4 cards in their hand now. Starting to dig back out. Go for the throat on Archfiend. They bash for the 2 bats. They better have a lot of removal. They have 3 lethal threats next turn. Yep. Bash for the bats. Then their turn, I'm going to go ahead and crack this food. Just gain the 3 life now. Get it over with. They have 2 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, Cottage. So we can crack a map on one thing. Map on this Frillback. Llanowar Elves can go to the graveyard. Play a Cottage. Or play a Llanowar Wastes. 1, 2, 3, 4, Cottage. We'll map onto the Sentinel. Kind of spreading the love around here. Animate the Cottage. Let's get in there. Exile a Go for the Throat. Make a food and a map. Have a Spectral Sailor. And a Fairy Mastermind. Okay, they have to block with all 3. Block with everything. And we will pass it back where they don't have us dead yet. They have 2 power on the board, puts them up to 5. They can still live one more turn, depending on what, don't matter what they draw. Okay. They scoop. So blue-black tempo. This is the new standard now. This Moto. Are you there? You there, Moto? There we go. Okay. Of course, we have to resize everything because Moto did an update. Hopefully it won't crash. Don't crash. Whoa. All right. Okay, so Duress is... Oh, maybe? Are we going to work? Okay. So Duress is probably pretty good. Choking Miasma seems like it can be playable because they have a lot of little things. Gix's Command, Harvester of Misery. I like all this. Cut downs seem good. Dreams seem good. Actually, Dress is not good against this deck. I forgot about that. I always brought it in, but it's never good. I completely forgot about that. You just want to interact with their board. Duress. Come out. The dreams can stay in. 2 more cards here. Probably trim on one of these Dreadknights. And Frillback's okay. I mean, it's a body and it gained 4 life, which may have won us that game. Let's just trim this other Dreadnought. If Moto will let us. Being a little sluggish today. There we go. Run it like that. Just a bunch of removal. Apparently our opponent's having a hard time too because, yeah. All right. There we go. We have a bunch of lands to cut down and a go for the throw on the draw. I like having a reactive hand against this on the draw, but maybe this is too much. This might be too much. I don't think we beat them. We beat them by outpowering them. I'm actually going to ship this. We have a forest, no other land, so we have to go to 5. There we go. Okay, we'll keep this. We'll keep Anoint, Archfiend. Keep Anoint, Dreadknight, 3 lands. So we'll put back Cottage, Archfiend, I guess. Do it like that. Logging into 5 is always rough. Through the Miasma, we'll play Underground Mortuary. Keep the Sentinel on top. They play their Sentinel. We'll go. So they probably have the Fairy there. So I'm just going to play the Dreadnought. Yeah. Get ahead on the, get ahead of them on the board and not let them draw another card. Gonna keep into account that Miasma kills our own Dreadnought, but we can always recast him. They go for the throw Dreadnought. That's fine. Bash for 2. We draw a go for the throat. I'm actually not going to bring this Dreadnought back. I'm just going to keep pressuring this board. We could have Kaido here, which would be really bad, really rough. Kaido gets the ninjutsu in and tap down the Sentinel. See what they do. We have a metric ton of removal. Shieldred. We'll kill that during our upkeep for sure. And bash for 2. Oh, well. I should have put a stop in my upkeep. That's okay. We will map onto our Sentinel. Cut down. I actually don't want to cut down right now. Cut down does kill Mastermind to open up our Dreadnought. I think I'd rather just have a land, to be honest with you, but yeah, we'll leave it there. Go for the throat of Shieldred. Get in with a Sentinel. Got to speed up a little bit here. I'm always way behind my opponent on time. See what our opponent's doing. Hopefully they just like flood the board here. That'd be awesome. We have Miasma. They do have a Restless Reef this time, which can turn the tides. We have a cut down on top. Here comes the Kaido that I was worried about. And they can recast the ninja. Yep. That's what they do. They'll just tap this guy down, lock him down. Ship it back. We will go colorless green. Player Dreadnought. They'll flash in their fairy again. Probably should have killed the fairy right there, but wait and see what they do. That way I can try and kill Kaido. Opponent's back in the tank. They're going to go into attacks here. Attack him with both. Now, this guy's a 3/4, so I can't really properly block him. I can just take the 5 here and go to 6. I think I will. What is he doing? Enduring Curiosity. With that, I'll cut down the fairy. Take the 3, they'll draw a card. Have 1 land open. 3 cards in hand. And a giant cat. Play a swamp. Pass it back. Drew a go for the throat, which is really good. This actually lets us, if it works, it lets us kill this. It comes back. Hopefully we'll get to attack Sean Piece. Huh? But I can attack myself? Oh, it's not going to let me. Attack Kato. They do have a Spectral Sailor. And they chump block here. Alright, we are taking 4 off this hit. Should have mapped there. Should have cracked that map. I don't know why I didn't. We're going to take 4 and they're going to draw a card. Could be taking 5 if they plus 1 it again. Oh, we're dead. 4, 8. Yeah, if they just attack out, we're dead here. And they don't. They play a Shieldred. They're going to bash in for 4 here. They're going to lock down one of my dudes again. Go for another emblem. Bash in for 5. Draw a card. They gain 2 life. Yeah, this game's pretty much over. Let's see what we draw. Go to 1 and concede. Okay, cool. Alright. So I guess the Frillback is better than I thought it would be because of, like, Tear Asunder and Frillback might be better. The only thing that we have that gets rid of Shieldred and Enduring Curiosity. I'm going to cut all of these Dreadknights. Bring in the Tear Asunders. If the game will let me do that. Is Nissa worth it? Maybe not. Do I want the 3rd Frillback? I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just go with it like this. If you guys notice how much better you can see my pretty face, it's because I got a new camera. I'll do it. I think I'm going to do a TikTok thing on it and show everybody the difference in the cameras. It's kind of mind-blowing what $40 more can get you. On the play. Double Blooming Marsh, Anoint with Affliction, Miasma, Sentinel. I'll keep this. We've drawn this 1 of Sentinel every single time. Our Mortuary. Tear Asunder is okay, I think. Yeah, I don't want it in the bin. Our Blooming Marsh. Now here's where we get those weird turns where I like to play a Sentinel and then play a Fairy, and they get to tempo us out. There's a Llanowar Elves right on time. I could play the Llanowar Elves here and then ship it back to him. But I think I'd rather just play a Sentinel. They probably Fairy here. They might just kill it. Phantom Interference, okay. What is their 3-drop? Deep Cavern Bat. They'll probably take the Miasma here. Take the Anoint. That's fine. Yeah, because it keeps me off from playing Llanowar Elves. Draw, go for the throat. I think I'm just going to Miasma here. Miasma. Just kill this bat. Get our Anoint back. Because I can't cast it with the Llanowar Elves, so. Both of us have 5 cards. They have 1 more land than me. And we draw another one. Okay. I'm going to play this Llanowar Elves. Ship it back. With 1,000,000 pieces of removal. They'll probably kill it. They should kill it. I've missed 2 land drops. Yeah. See what they do here. Just slam Shieldred. It's safe. Your Shieldred is safe. Don't worry. Got a Dreams of Steel and Oil. Cast it. I might pull out a counter spell. Enduring Curiosity. Okay. Kato, Anoint, Blot Out. Okay. So I think I'll just Tear Asunder this thing. Get that out of the way. I can't play Kato here, and we can't do nothing about it. I mean, have no interaction at all with it. Drew land. Bloom Lake Verge. Play Kato. Makes sense. Pick it up. Oh, Surveil. They bin a Underground River. Hey, finally drew one of these. We both have our draw card engines online. We drew the best land we could. It comes into play tap land. They draw another Enduring Curiosity. We're going to bash for 3 and then preordain. Draw card. I keep saying I'm going to play this Kato deck, and I don't. I think I'm going to be hooked on it if I do. Okay, so what we got here? A bunch of removal. An Unholy Annex. Let's do that. Let's pass it back and try to kill some stuff. I think instead of Restless Cottage, this deck needs to play the new Mutavault card. Because you can bash for 3 and then... Man, these deep cabin bats are so annoying. I'm going to have to go for the throat, this Enduring Curiosity, but then they get to keep it. I could just go for the throat, the deep cavern bat. Hang on. We have 1,000,000 ways to kill the bat after they take something. If I go for the throat this Anoint, it opens them up to having a Shieldred. Let's just see what they take. I do get to have a 6/6 demon next turn. Take the go for the throat. Makes sense. There's the Shieldred. Yep. That's probably game. Could have a demon next turn. They're drawing 2 cards, taking 7, going to 6. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Okay. Cool. All right. That was a toughie. I feel like I played that game 1 pretty bad. Or the game 2. Game 1 or game 2 pretty bad. We probably get... I don't know what really happened this game. Their threats were just different than what I was planning for. Like I had brought in stuff to handle the little threats like they had in game 1. And games 2 and 3, they were playing these giant things. I didn't have the proper removal for them. And I was a little too slow. Anyways. All right, we'll go on to the next round. Thank you guys so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. If you would, please leave a like, give me a sub, and you can catch the next videos. Give me a follow. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me how bad I did. I greatly appreciate all of that. Check out any one of these videos right here that should be somewhere around my head. There should be some videos here. Check out any one of those, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.